Hello, Michael Mackey here, for President of the United States, running on www.vitocracy.com. I got to talk to you people about something. First of all, I'm going to get to Social Security and Medicare and this stupid debt ceiling that I'm getting sick of. But first, I want to give you a taste of the kind of stuff I get from liberals. I would like to know where the non-regulation of the practice of medicine is stated in the Constitution. This is after I made an obscure comment relating Obamacare and the 70% of people that didn't want it to the debt ceiling and cut, cap, and balance. Actually, that's where the question came from. But this is what I'm talking about. I mean, what does that question, regulating medicine and Constitution and Obama, I mean, Obamacare isn't about whether or not they're regulating medicine. It's forcing you to buy health insurance. Just like Social Security forced you to buy retirement insurance. Medicare is forcing you to buy health insurance. These are not constitutional. The federal government can't force you to buy anything. They do. Just because they passed a law, just because they all agreed and got together and decided that it's okay, didn't make it right. Didn't make it right. Yes, that's right. That's what I wanted to say. One of the things in the military we say all the time is just because that's the way it was done before doesn't mean that's the right way. My mind is boggled. The debt ceiling thing. My mind is boggled. Oh my God, we got to raise the debt ceiling. Oh my, they gave but it's $50 billion. $50 billion for one little teeny country, and we give aid to China, and we're borrowing from China. We give aid to Japan, and we're borrowing from Japan. Tell me, in what world does that make any sense? But we got to raise the debt ceiling so we can keep giving money to these other countries? Come on! And then Obama goes on and threatens the elderly and the military and Medicare and Social Security. First of all, we paid into Social Security. It's not an entitlement. The government owes us. They promised us, they owe us. Same thing for Medicare. And the military, that's the only reason the federal government really only exists to protect the people of the United States, foreign and domestic. That's what the military is for. You don't not pay the military. That's their main freaking priority. I made some reference to if the country goes down the tubes and they stop paying the military and the military revolts and ends up at the front of the White House lawn, I'd be right there with them. And someone said, you can't threaten the United States government. I wasn't threatening. I was making a reference to when everything breaks. What do you think's going to... When I promise to protect everybody from enemies, foreign and domestic, I mean the government. Yes! If Marxists have moved into the government, turned it into an oligarchy, which it is, and they in turn are raping us, which they are, they're dismantling America piece by piece, step by step. They become the enemy. How do you think we got here in the first place? It was called the Declaration of Independence. And it was against the same type of government that we have now. And I am redeclaring the Declaration of Independence. I don't want violence. I want these people to get the hell out of my country. I don't care if you want to be an oligarchy or Marxist or socialist. Go do it in Britain, or in Canada, or in Iran, or Iraq, or Afghanistan, or all these other countries that you love, and take the UN with ya. But don't come into my country and trample on my Constitution, which you did have and are going to do again and again and again and again. When I put my hand on the Constitution several times in my military career and said that I promise to protect the Constitution and from all enemies, foreign and domestic, I meant it. I didn't mean because somebody that doesn't deserve to belong in office because, one, they don't meet the citizenship requirements, two, they're a Marxist, three, they're a cop killer because, you know, they did this big arms deal because they wanted to make the American people afraid so they could take away guns, you know. The guy that's just like Hitler, not going to say any names, but he's an enemy! And all his little cronies are too. It's about time you people got it. Got the truth. This isn't a conspiracy. Once again, it's not a conspiracy theory. It isn't. It's all over the place. You can't turn around with walking smack right into something the government's doing wrong. Something the government's doing that's anti-constitutional. You people need to wake up. Social Security is not an entitlement. It's not a social program. Do I agree with it? No. It shouldn't have never been set up. Nor should a Medicare. We shouldn't be forced to have to buy something from the government. That's against the Constitution. Yes, it is. But we are. So now they promised us a return on our investment, but they're threatening to take it away? You can't do that. Oh, the government can. And then the complacent people can just turn away, and they won't. You know what? They won't take Social Security from that 60%. They'll take it from the rich guy. They'll take it from the guy that's been paying in the whole time. The guy that's been paying in more. The guy that made more. Because you know what? He's supposed to pay for the guys that can't afford it. I had a talk with a liberal. She was talking, about how the rich should take care of the poor. And I said, so you mean to tell me if you had a business and you had 3 workers and one made $10 an hour and one made $20 an hour and one made $30 an hour, the guy that made $30 an hour should give a little bit to the guy that makes $20 an hour, and the guy that makes $30 and $20 an hour should give a little bit to the guy that makes 10? And she goes, yes! She's like, and she was serious. She believes that's the way the world should work. It's not. Now, if that guy that makes $30 an hour wants to toss a buck here or there to his buddies or buy him a drink or something, that's his prerogative, his choice, not the government's. What do we learn here today? People, we the complacent people of the United States of America who have accepted Marxism and socialism, socialism and the oligarchy that is the United States government. What have we learned today? First, we've learned that Social Security is not an entitlement. You paid into it, you deserve your money back. If you didn't pay into it, you don't deserve no money. Second, we learned that Medicare is not an entitlement. You paid into it, you deserve your money back. Now, I would be more than happy for them to just give me the money that I paid in, give me back. I'll take care of my own health. I'll put that money in the bank and collect 1% interest. It's better than the interest they're collecting on it, which is 0, because they're morons. We learned that today, didn't we? Yes, we did. We also learned that there's a lot of people out there that want to be Marxist. There's a lot of people out there that believe that the rich should take care of the poor. Bullpucky. If you can't take care of yourself, get the hell out of my country. I mean, if you need a hand up, come to me. I have never turned away a homeless person. I've stuffed my pockets full of dollars and walked around and given out to people when I went to other countries that were poor. I think people deserve a second chance. But I don't think that every single person that thinks they deserve money for... If you are making $50,000 a year, you don't deserve anything from me. No one deserves any tax breaks. Nobody. The tax system's all screwed up. Go to a fair tax, a sales tax. Do something smart for once. But the government can't do that because it relinquishes power. We have an oligarchy. We have a government bent on power. We have a murderous person that's in charge who okayed the movement of arms that resulted into police officers being shot and killed. He gave arms to another country. Not just one other country, two other countries that we know of that is common knowledge right now. And he okayed it. He even talked about it when the Mexican president was here on national TV prior to all this crap. But nobody was really listening. So, wake up. The enemy is in our house. The enemy is in our home. The enemy is the government and the United States of America. Lastly, what we learned is we don't need to raise the debt ceiling to take care of our problem. We just need to stop giving money away for free to other countries. Pretty freaking simple, isn't it? Are you smarter than an 8th grader? See ya!